Is a police report missing from a controversial death investigation in Albuquerque from 2 years ago? Well, this morning, that's what the former officer who says he wrote that report wants to know. This is about the case of Mary Hahn here. She was a high-powered attorney who often sued Albuquerque's police department. She was found dead in her car in her garage with the door shut back in 2010. However, the car was not running. Investigators said that Ms. Hahn committed suicide with carbon monoxide poisoning, but one of the first officers at Hahn's house at that time, Tom Grover, disagrees and wrote a report saying it looked like someone could have killed Hahn and tried to cover it up. But now Grover's report is nowhere to be found.
I raised the flag about something's wrong here, and this really needs to be processed and dealt with objectivity, and that concern just got cast aside.
We asked police about Tom Grover's report, and they told us they don't know if it was ever added to Hahn's file or if it was ever even filed in the first place. Well, this morning, investigators here in Albuquerque are halfway to cracking a cold case from more than 30 years ago. They now know that Ernest Salazar died here near the Santa Fe ski basin back in 1981, but they don't know how he died and if someone killed him. In fact, investigators didn't even know what happened to Salazar until just this summer, when DNA results showed bones found in the ski basin back in 2007 were his.
I think it's the best for the family because at least now the family knows, where his body was when he died, possibly. And just kind of some closure for them.
Next week, detectives and FBI agents are going back to Santa Fe to try to find more clues about what happened to Ernest Salazar.
Happening now, Albuquerque police are still looking for a pickup truck they say is connected to the city's latest homicide. They say Riano Smith died after being found hurt near a subway at Manal and Princeton Monday night. Investigators tell us that the 55-year-old was involved in some sort of a confrontation with a man in a pickup truck. Now, a worker at the subway told cops that the victim's wife ran into the restaurant and said he had fallen off of a truck. Police are looking for a blue or black Dodge pickup truck. A Homeland Security official in New Mexico is in some trouble this morning after being caught with a loaded gun at the Sunport. Anita Tallarico is New Mexico's Deputy Homeland Security Secretary. Authorities say she was going through security at the airport earlier this month when a TSA worker spotted a pistol in her purse through an X-ray machine. Tallarico says she was on her way to a funeral and was upset and simply forgot about the gun. She was cited for unlawful carrying of a deadly weapon.
The man accused of kidnapping a little girl here in Albuquerque last month is set to be back in court today. Right now, Phil Garcia has to pay $500,000 in cash if he wants out of jail. Today, he'll probably try to get a judge to lower that amount. Garcia's been in jail for about the last month after police say he kidnapped a 6-year-old girl from this mobile home park on the west side. A neighbor saw what happened, chased Garcia, and rescued that little girl.
Governor Susana Martinez is reacting to the comments that Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney recently made that is drawing criticism from many voters. The governor, who was asked to speak at the Republican National Convention, is rejecting Romney's recent remarks. You see, a hidden video recording during a fundraiser earlier in the year has surfaced where you hear Romney criticize some voters, saying they think they're victims who are entitled to health care, food, and housing, while Governor Martinez, on the other hand, is defending people who do need help.
We have a lot of people on that are at the poverty level in New Mexico, but they count just as much as anybody else. There is a net that does allow them to be caught and taken care of.
Last week, the U.S. Census Bureau reported that 22% of New Mexicans live in poverty, and that is actually the most compared to other states. Speaking of voters, it is no secret that Hispanics play a key role in electing possibly the next president, and both presidential candidates right now are going after their vote.
And this week, both President Obama and Mitt Romney will be on forums on a Spanish TV network. We want to see if things like this actually reach Hispanic voters, particularly here in New Mexico, and more importantly, they actually make a difference. So we sent News 13's David Romero out to talk with the voters. So David, what did they say?
Well, Matt, we found that many we spoke with say that they would like each candidate to reach out more to them. At the same time, they also say they've pretty much decided who they're going to vote for. Now, with only about a month and a half away from Election Day, the push is getting stronger to reach out to Hispanic voters. This is coming in the form of political ads and forums like the one on Spanish TV coming up this week. According to HispanicVoters2012.com, of all registered Hispanic voters across the country, 51% are Democrat, 31% are Independent, and 18% are Republican. That's similar to what we found amongst the voters we spoke with yesterday in Albuquerque, though a common thread with everyone is wanting each candidate to do more.
We don't hear candidates talk about those issues that are really affecting the community, the unemployment, problems at home. There's a lot of things going on that we're all struggling with, but it seems to be not spoken about.
Now, according to CBS News and some of the latest polls, Mr. Romney has a 2-to-1 lead over Mr. Romney with Hispanics. Matt, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. You'll get to see the candidates face off in their very first debate very soon. That will be on October 3rd. Well, happening today, if you've been putting off the fair because it's a little too expensive, well, there's no excuse today because you can get in for free. That's right, it is free to get into the fair all day long, but you have to pay for food and rides and all that other fun stuff. The fair is open from 9 to 9 with most of the big events happening tonight. And just so you know, it's Pathways to College and Careers Day.